life as an expat. Now you have got a place to stay in Canada and you have got your bank account, SIN number, all those initial things sorted. So now one of the most important step here is to get a driving license. So let's talk about how to get a driving license in Canada by step-by-step process, and also we'll discuss few important points which you need to take care before landing in Canada related to the driving license. So let's get started. Why is it important to get a driving license in Canada as soon as possible? Well, because in Canada public transport is not that good, so you have to get a car as soon as possible. First of all, this video is specifically for the people who are staying in Ontario province. There are 3 licenses in total which you need to take: G1, G2 and G license. G1 is the initial license which you need to take for learning driving. So G1 is a learner license and G2 is the second license with which you can drive almost anywhere, and G is the main full license. One of the important thing before starting process here, in fact before landing in Canada itself, is you should take a DL extract from your home country if you have been driving since a long time in your home country, which mentions the years of experience you have in driving in your home country. So basically that driving license experience will help here. You will have to pay less charges for the driving license, and also you can give G2 right after giving your G1 test, and similar is the case for G as well. You can give G test right away after giving your G2 test. So make sure you get a DL extract before landing here, because that is a very important thing. G1 is a written test. So what you can do is you can just walk into one of the nearest drive test center in your city and you can give the test. Make sure you go early morning, because there will be long queues for the walk-in test. And once you have cleared the written test, you will get a driving license, you will get a learner license. For G1 test practice, we will give you the link to the practice guide in the description below. Test is pretty easy. You just need to go through the guide carefully and you need to learn all the road signs and you should be able to clear it. Now that you have got your G1 license, now you can learn driving in Canada. So you can book your driving lessons with one of the instructor. Once you have taken driving lessons and you are comfortable to give the test, you can book your road test from Drivetest.ca website. From there you can select the required location. You can give it in your city or you can give it in the nearest city. G2 license is valid for 5 years. Between that 5 years duration, you need to give your G test to get your full license. G test is mainly for highway driving, so you will be tested on highways with G test. So make sure with G2 test you are doing practice on highways as much as possible. Now G test also you can book it from the drivetest.ca website. So now you have got your G license and you have the full license. Now let's discuss about few of the important points. One of the important thing with the G driving license is that insurances are cheaper. That's why people prefer to give G as soon as possible, because once you buy a car here, insurance is must. When you take the driving classes, make sure you are taking classes properly for 1 hour. Same thing applies to road test also. Make sure you are booking the test when you are comfortable enough to drive, because road test fees for G2 is around $50 and for G it's around $90. So if you are giving the test without proper preparation, then you may be losing a lot of money, because while giving the test also you would be going from the instructor's car, and that may take again 150 to 200 depending upon the location. So make sure you are giving the test when you are fully ready. When you have a G2 license, try to practice as much as possible on the highways for the G test. Try to avoid taking someone else's car, because you may not have your insurance on that, and if you don't have insurance and some damage happens, it will be from your pocket. Driving instructors have insurances for learners, so you don't need to worry about that. That's why it's good to go with the driving instructor for any of the lessons. For G2 it is fine because once you have G2 you may have your own car by then, or you can rent a car also to practice for G, but for G2 specifically try to practice with the instructor. So hope you find this information helpful. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for the next updates.